What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, patch notes recap, and sad to say the fishing event has now ended, so going to have to be a bit more active in making our silver in the off times, at least anyway. So sorry to see that go. I'm sure we'll see it again in another 3 to 6 months as usual. First up, new events we've got going on: Finding the Mysterious Knight. During this event, a Mysterious Knight NPC will appear all over the world of Black Desert. You just talk to him and you're going to get 100% XP for 180 minutes. So let's jump over to that tab. Interesting thing, that's literally all it is. So why is that? Well, because great news, prepare yourself for Succession beginning with Warrior and Ranger on the December 4th maintenance. I was just talking about this in the last video when we were talking about things going on Global Lab and how I was like really anticipating Succession getting released, and it was starting to look like it was going to be held back for quite a while since the Kara servers have had Warrior and Ranger Succession for a very long time at this point, months. But yeah, we're getting those. So now it totally makes sense. Let's throw a giant skill XP boost event in so that you can get some SP points going for a character that you could potentially use for Succession. I don't know about the other classes, but with DK, Succession build does use a lot more SP than the Awakening build does in general. So there is that. But yeah, that event's going on. It's pretty cool. It exists. There's that. Like I said, Season of Givings ended, community calendar events ended. Then they just talk about here what we talked about in the last video. Global Lab update was adding bartering as a life skill. So they just kind of break down in this little developer's note what they were talking about. That not going to read all the way through that thing, but yeah. So added the bartering life skill, introduced a parlay system to it. Between each barter information refresh, you'll have 1 million parlay points to spend. The higher your bartering level, the less parlay points you're going to need in order to barter them. You're required to barter at each node, and it differs the amount at the different ones. And if barter is still available at a node, you cannot barter without the required parlay points. Added the item Crow's Trade Voucher, which recovers parlay points. You can refresh barter information manually instead of having for it to be automatically refreshed every 4 hours. Lowered the accumulated number of exchanges need to barter for the Brilliant Rock Salt Ingot and Brilliant Pearl Shard. Change the items being bartered per type as barter as follows. You can check out the chart right there. For that, reduce the number of basic materials needed at barter type level 1. You can now barter for the following items via certain floating objects like shipwrecked cargo ship, opulent coral trinket, Cox Pirate's journal, rust repair tool, otter's fish hook, observatory report, all level 5. Increase the amount of sea coins you can get from these locations by 25%. Some of these islands here, Crow Merchant Ship, shipwrecked boat, etc., etc. Reduce the accumulated number of exchanges needed to barter via the following floating objects in Margoria: shipwrecked cargo ship, Choles Chico's Pirate Union Wandering Merchant Ship. Change the explore function for sailing. That's now possible for sailors to find seaweed or bottle of sea water while exploring. Increase the chance sailors will repair your ship, will find rations, or the conditions of sailors will decrease. Decrease the rate special barter becomes available. Added effects to the value pack items that let you do the following: refresh barter information up to 4 times a day instead of the usual 3. Use 10% less parlay points. Remotely check or skip special barter via the barter information window instead of going to the location yourself. However, you will still need to load the items for barter onto your ship and go to the bartering location yourself. Change the option to see monster zones info on the world map to detailed surroundings. Added 3 new types of social actions: hold a beer, hold broom, and read book. Added the items Conquest Dark Contract Ogre and Dark Contract Troll. These are going to be for Conquest Wars. You will actually be able to summon ogres or trolls that you can possess and control. Cool little new element being added there. System updates option to hide certain NPCs for better game performance is now available. Little FPS boost in certain situations there, so that's pretty cool. You can choose now between 2 different types of paths while navigating at sea. You can choose between the 2 by accessing the ocean navigation setting window via a button on the bottom of the world map. The short route or the quick route. One is shorter, one is quicker, possibly. So there's that. Text saying that enhancement level will drop when you fail at enhancing the Caravel or Etheria Galleus. Gear will no longer appear. You can now use the skill Breezy Sail continuously on ships that can use the skill. Doom can now only use the skill Dark Sprint during S charge if it knows S instant excel. Added a skill command window about using Doom's skill Dark Sprint. Fixed an issue with 4 chop where a camel icon appeared. Added some text different damage cannons for a Furious Sailboat and Frigate will inflict if they are equipped on the improved or upgraded version of these ships. Added a feature to large ships so that if they get stuck in an auto path and their durability is above 50%, they will automatically stop moving. Decrease the intensity of camera effects for the Breezy Sail on large ships. A couple of tweaks with texts on Kuno skills there. Fixed the text issue with Captain's Knife. Added expiration dates on Devil's Draft and Mermaid's Tear. Removed item Ocean Hourglass from Pearl Shop. You can now get the following items by exchanging level 5 Azure Quartz, the Brilliant Rock Salt Inglet, and Brilliant Pearl Shard. And we'll check out the Pearl Shop in just a minute here. Monster changes. This one was kind of interesting. Made changes to Variak of the Shira Ruins in Dregan. The conditions under which he will appear have now changed. He'll appear whenever you get a poison talon, which you can get at a certain rate by defeating monsters in the Shira Ruins. When he appears, there'll be a system message in the designated area in Shira Ruins will be lit up with a yellow beam of light. The beam of light will be there for 1 minute. When you approach the light beam, Variak will appear, and you'll be rewarded if you defeat it. If it is not engaged in combat, it'll disappear in 10 minutes. It may also disappear if you die fighting or leave the fight and then do not come back within 10 minutes. Only the one who found a poison talent can fight Variak. Other adventurers will not be able to damage him at all. Adjusted the AP and strength of Variak to be suitable for one adventurer. No changes were made to his DP, and please note that the amount of damage dealt to Variak will start to fall if you have over a certain number of AP, which I believe means that he is AP capped at a certain extent. Change the maximum number of adventurers who can loot from 5 to 1, and then increased, obviously, his loot table, the chance of getting these items, the Ruins Ring, Marnie's Box, Akum Gear, Hum and Gervish Crystals, Garmoth Scale Kaffir Stone, Ancient Spirit Dust, and Dragon Scale Fossil. This will be pretty cool. I'm going to test this out a bit this week and kind of see what we're looking at. Drop rate, is this like completely amazing? No, but if you were grinding at Shira Ruins, one of the 5 people that are still doing that, this might be a little bonus, so I'll get into it and test it out and kind of see what's going on this week. Some knowledge updates, interface change, rework the UI for some windows and some of the mini games without, and then of course we got our graphic fixes and resolved issues with helmets and whatnot from there. Let's take a look at the Pearl Shop. Actually, some pretty decent stuff this week. More than decent, it's good. We've got a category sale on Travel Aid in general, just 20% off for value packs, Maids Butlers, Blessing of Kamasil, Sealed Book of Combat, and fairy-related items, and a 25% discount on Nefart Campsite, which is dope. If you don't have that thing, get it, because you're gonna want it you're gonna want it at some point. It's really, really nice quality of life improvement for sure, and it's an expensive item in general. It's usually like $50, so 25% off is pretty significant. Then we have the value pack bundle, which is also pretty good. The 90 plus 90 or the 30 plus 30. Basically, you typically pay $1,500 for a value pack. In this scenario, you pay $1,800 and you're getting 2 value packs for the 30-day one. Same idea with the 90-90. You're going to get 2 90-day value packs at just barely above the cost of a single 90-day value pack. So yeah, that's really awesome, especially because these are very hard to get off the marketplace. There's a ton of pre-orders. That might change this week with people doubling up. They might actually sell some. If you're buying them, I don't recommend selling them on the marketplace, but that's also what's created the backlog of them. We've got Weapon Exchange Coupon Pack is on sale for 6,300 pearls instead of 9,000. So if you're thinking of re-rolling, there you go. Now's the time to do that. And if you're re-rolling to a class that doesn't have a costume, good news for you. Double Premium Pack. You're going to get 2 costumes. Premium outfit, not for the shy. You can only buy 1 per family, so you only get 1 of these, but you can pick 2 premium costumes for whatever class you want on there. If you are maybe looking to melt them for crons, solid chance there because it's a really good discount. If you want to reroll, ties right in because now you got costumes for more classes. This one is what I will be buying because this is very good. The Lucky Fortune Pack at 1,000 pearls. This has been around before, but at $1,250, which is the cost of a Blessing of Kamasil. Since the Blessing of Kamasil is on sale, they decided, hey, let's throw this pack out here and also put it on sale. This package is amazing. Get Blessing of Kamasil, Sealed Book of Combat, and Sealed Book of Life. Those are kind of whatever to me, but the Blessing of Kamasil along with 15 item collection increase scrolls for 1,000 pearls, sign me up. I am definitely going in on those. 3 purchases per family is very likely I will get all 3 because I use those. And we have a Junaid Cat Tier 3 that comes if you need pets. There it is. It's going to come with some organic feed alongside it. If you don't need pets, don't worry about it because this, in my opinion, is not the best looking cat. Little missing tail thing is kind of weird to me, but what do I know? That is going to wrap it up for this week's Patch Notes recap. Pearl Shop, let me know what you guys think about the new bartering updates. Are you excited for Succession coming out? I'm super excited to hear they're at least beginning to roll it out next week. That's going to be really, really cool in my opinion to have some flexibility in different class builds and fighting against different classes and trying to figure out their build pretty quickly while you're fighting, adding a new element to the game in general. What do you guys think about that? And that's going to do it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like it. If you're new, be sure to hit subscribe so you get notifications when new videos do go live. And if you want to catch me playing live, there's a link to the Twitch page in the description below. Head on over there, drop a follow if you want to catch the live stream. With that said, that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.